This is more important than ever. And with this being together with the WHF and the World Congress of Cardiology, prevention worldwide is so important now and so important. So we're going to push this out. The meeting itself is focused at our core membership, but certainly CardioSmart and its editor Martha Galati they're doing a wonderful job at the patient-facing information that's coming out of how to stay healthy during the pandemic. And it also importantly is our clinician wellness and prevention for our care team to make sure that they're both healthy, that their families stay healthy and safe, and that we're able to continue to care for the cardiac patients that we need to care for during COVID. Never before has the need for credible clinical data been stronger. We understand, and we understand from our registries, that we need these data in order to be able to care for our patients in the best way possible. And now with COVID on top of that, we recognize that these data, they have no borders. And we need more than ever credible clinical data, both on the pandemic, but also how to understand how the pandemic's going to affect those patients, for example, who are awaiting transcatheter valve procedures and they're being delayed. How do we manage those patients through this in a safe way? We need these data more than ever. Well, first of all, I've never been prouder to be an ACC member, and I've never realized more strongly the value of ACC membership. Because of our ability to pivot the meeting to a virtual space, get this information out, continue to recognize our science going forward, to engage our fellows in training, to have a COVID hub that is second to none in the world. This has been a very enlightening moment for me going forward in my clinical practice, realizing the need to be part of a strong professional organization that can react in real time. The second thing, and this is a reinforcement of, again, for my research and my practice, in that we are in a global fight against cardiovascular disease. We're so appreciative of our partners at WHF and the World Congress. We wish that this had been demonstrated in a different way than with a pandemic, but now we realize that our fight clearly has no borders. Many of us have recognized this for years. We have built up our strong relationships. And as evidence of that, just a few days ago, more than 18,000 people were on a webinar on the ACC Hub, led by Harlan Krumholtz, interacting with our colleagues in China. I had the privilege, I was in Wuhan about 3 years ago, teaching in Wuhan and teaching cardiovascular care leadership in Wuhan. And we are a global family, we are a global profession, and never before has this become more evident. And then finally, going forward, I really want to give a shout out to the staffs of the organization, both to ACC and WHF. They have turned on a dime and pivoted to turn this meeting into a virtual meeting. There are no better staffs in the world, and I really want to recognize them and recognize that going forward, cardiovascular care depends not only on the frontline clinicians, but so many of those people behind the scenes who support us in caring for our patients.